Yo, what's good, y'all? This is DCPRT, and this is a trade recap. Finishing up $234, which is nice, but I'm not happy, man. I'm really not happy, man, because it's supposed to have been, at least $1,000 a day, but I know I could have made about 3,000 today. Perfect trades, man. It just at the end, things pretty much changed a little, but yeah, man, it's just on my mind, man. Like just knowing I could have made at least $1,000. That's at least $1,000 a day, man. And like the last trade recap, I had opportunities that day and I missed out, man. And then today, same thing, man. It's like in total, man, that's like $5 grand, man. To be honest, man. So that's why, today is Green Day, but I'm not happy. I'll take it, but I'm not happy, man. Just gotta keep it 100, because I know I could have made more money, but green is good, man. And let's get to it, man. So first trade was on FWBI, man. I nailed the bottom. I nailed this stock, man. See, this is what I'm saying, man. A lot of these trades y'all gonna see is I'm nailing every single trade, and y'all gonna be like, how the hell you didn't make at least $1,000 or more? But we're gonna get to it. I mean, it gets no better than this, man. So pre-market, I was looking at FWBI. As y'all can see, man, I had awesome entries, man. My entries was so nice, nice, man. I caught the bottom right here. When I woke up, man, I woke up around 8 o'clock in the morning. I was just watching this stock, just come down and start basing. I said, man, I think this stock gonna rip right here, man. It's got a feeling that, I got a feeling it gonna rip. Plus my lines was down here. Like I always say, y'all can't see my lines, my indicator lines, because I use Thinkorswim as a chart, for my charting. So, but basically, man, I seen it on my lines. It double bottom, as y'all can see right here. Bottom right here, higher low. So I was getting in long, man, based my risk off these lows right here. So I got in long at 556, got in long at 559. Curling up, coming down. I added more, so I added more. I had almost 2,000 shares right here, and then it was popping up, right? And I didn't like how it was looking, so I just went ahead and got out, took my profit. That was a good trade, but at the end of the day, I should have just held this thing because I had the best entry possible. Because I could have held this thing all day and still be up on the day. All day and still be up. That's how good my entry was. That's what I'm saying, man. That's how I know at least I'm supposed to be up $1,000, man. I know I could have made like 3,000, but that shows you how good my entry was right there. I could hold this thing all day and still be up. Selling, I got mad when I seen this thing rip up more. So I ended up getting long, man, because it made new highs. I ended up going long at 614, ended up selling until this pop at 630. Nice gain there. Then it ripped up more. So my entry was in the 5, man. It really wasn't no need to get out, man. But a lot of times these stocks do roll over, man. So I had to get out. But if I would have held it, man, it could have been like $2 a share I could have made. But I ended up getting in on this dip, sold it into this pop, and I was done with it, man. I was looking for shares to short because I figured this thing was gonna turn over, but I wasn't sure how this was gonna play out, so I didn't touch it, man. So I could have made money on the short side because it just pop and drop, basically what it did. But it was a hard read after that, so I didn't touch it, man. So overall, man, on that whole stock, I made $417, which is cool. TH, got a little greedy on this stock, man, but had some nice entries on this stock too, man. Stock ripped up, came down. I got in on the dip at 680, added at 690, added again at 684, and then it popped, came back down, and I didn't like this I didn't like the way it came all the way back down like this, so I went ahead and got out to the profit. So made a little gain there. I started watching it. It was just, you know, spiking and dropping, spiking and dropping. But it was holding up though. So I was watching it. Ended up going long. I figured it was gonna break out right here, but it didn't, and it curled down. But I held on to it because, you know, I was watching this stock, and y'all need to follow me on Twitter because, you know, I tweet my entries and exits sometimes, you know, live, you know, and then I get my little thought process on what I think sometimes in my tweet. So make sure you follow my Twitter at DCPRT1. I was basically saying, man, on my tweet, I said they trapping shorts. Like, they keep spiking it, right, and then dropping it big. So when short sellers see that, they think it's gonna come down because it already spiked up big, right? So short sellers gonna think, okay, it's over with. Let me short. So they start shorting down here, then they rip it back up, then they bring it back down, thinking the shorts, you know, winning, and then they bring it back up again. So when I seen this come down, I said, man, they probably trapping shorts again to rip it up more. So let me hold on to this. I'm not gonna sell. And that's what it did. It trapped shorts again, thinking it's gonna drop, but it didn't. It came up, and then I ended up selling for a nice gain right here. And at this point, I was up $800. So I was up $800. So $200 away from $1,000 at this point, right? You know, now y'all gonna see how I could have made at least $1,000 to $3,000. So at this point on FWBI, I made 417, and then on ETH, I was up 800. I made like another 400 right here, right? So boom, I got out. It came down. It started holding up and going sideways. I said, I think they trapping shorts again. They keep trapping shorts, right? Perfect entry, man. It gets no perfect in this, man. I read this to the T, and I tweeted this too before it happened, I think. Look at my entries, y'all. I got in at 722 right before that thing ripped up, man, because I figured they was trapping shorts. They was still trapping shorts. The crazy thing about this trade is, look where I got out at. It's crazy how this trade right here was the best trade I made based off the entry and how the stock reacted right after my trade, because it ripped right after I got in because I read it. The crazy thing is, man, I didn't take none of the profit, man. I thought since it ripped up like this, it was gonna keep going, man, because this is a short squeeze, man. It's gonna rip up all the shorts. Buyers gonna come in. I thought it was gonna hold up and then continue to go up, right? So that's why I didn't sell, because I said, okay, probably gonna put in a lower high and continue up. So I was holding it, man. You know, and if I would have got out at the top right there, that was another, that was like $600 right there, because I had like 2,000 shares. So I was in at like, what? I was in at 720, and it popped up to 730. So let's say, well, not 750. So let's say 30 cents a share, 2,000 shares. That's $600, right? So I was already up $800, right? Add 600 to that. Let's be realistic. I would never sold at the top, but my risk was at 730, right? I said if it crack under that, I'm gonna get out. But as y'all can see, this death candle came in. It was impossible for me to get out. It was impossible for me to get out. It came out too quick, man. So I would have got out at 730. So let's say 10 cents, $200. So that's $1,000 right there. But if I would have got out at the top, that could have been 600. So that's $1,000 I could have made right there. But instead, I took an L on this trade. That's crazy to me. How perfect this trade is, and I still took an L on it because I didn't get out. I couldn't get out in time, man. I still held on to it because I thought it was gonna at least bounce up so I can get out. I had to get out right here, and it ended up bouncing up. It did bounce up, man. So that's crazy. So I had the most perfect trade and still took a loss on it, which is crazy, man. So they put me down like $600, man, when I was supposed to been up like $1,000 to like $1,400, right? And then I was just thinking, since it broke down and reclaimed, I thought it was gonna come up and break out, but it didn't do shit, man. So I just went ahead and got out. It was like a $40 loss. I'm not worried about that, but yeah, man. So potential up could have been up like $1,200, right? Last trade is ATNF, man. So I missed this whole run up right here. Perfect, man. Perfect run up, man. I was looking at it too, man. I wanted to go long. I just couldn't pick the right spots to get in. So I missed out on this whole move. So once I seen it, oh man, it went all the way down to the fours. Wow. I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I said wow, because I had 2,000 shares short, right? 2,000 shares short on this stock because I figured it was gonna crash back down because this stock never holds its gains, man. Reason why I'm doing that is because instead of shorting it, I reserved shares to short. I went long on it, man. It looked good though for a moment, right? Because it was basing at this 480 level, right? So I said, okay. It popped up, came down, back to this 480 level and held up, right? So I seen it surge up, right? So I ended up going long, thinking it would probably surge back up to the highs and probably double top or breakout. Of course, it don't do that. It ended up crashing. I had to get out. I was up 600 at the time, and then I lost 400. As y'all can see, boom, $400. And that's how I'm up $34. But mind y'all, my focus was to short this thing, man. That's why I got the shares to short, and did not take one short on it, man. So I ended up paying for locate fees. So you can take money away from the 234 for the locate fees also. Did not take no short on it. And I wanted to short this stock in the fives, but I ended up going long. So if I would have shorted this right here instead of longing it, there was no reason for me to even get out, man. To be realistic, I probably would have held to right here, right? To like 440s, right? 2,000 shares. To be realistic, probably would have made like 60 cents a share on it. Do the math. 2,000 shares times 60 is that's $1,200 right there. I could have made. So 1,400 plus 1,200, that's $2,600, and that's how I come up with that number, you know, of $3,000. Like I could have made like almost like $3,000, minimum $1,000, but I could have made $3,000 today. But found a way to kind of mess it up, man. Going long right here. I would have been happy with $600 or $800, but this messed me up, man. Shouldn't have took this trade. Should have went short. I was short buyers on it, but I did took a long because I took a long because it was looking good. But the thing is, I wanted to just scalp the long and then flip short, but it crashed too hard, man. That's what getting me. These death candles, man. As y'all seen, like the last two trades I made, it was death candles. It's hard to get out in the death candle. You know what I'm saying? So, I take it, man. But like I said, I'm not happy. I just showed y'all why. You know, when you knew you could have made almost $3,000 and you only made $234, it's like, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, yesterday I could have made like $3,000. You know, off missed entries and stuff like that. But that's how it goes, man. I just got to do better. And still Green Day, I'll take it, man. But I gotta stop missing out on these opportunities, man. I can make big money, man. Between those 2 days, that's like $5 grand right there I missed out on. And between these 2 days, only made 700 nice in 2 days, but I Could have made 5,000 in 2 days, but better than a loss, better than a red day. It's cool. But that's it for this trade recap, man. If y'all want me to talk about anything else about the stock market or anything y'all want to know, let me know. I'll make a video on it. The website will be back up soon. And that's it for the trade recap. I'm gone. Peace.